What's up, everybody? My name is Aya. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, A Very Good Life, where I usually talk about like astrology and spiritual based topics, because that's my life. Liberating myself and helping other people liberate. I am in Peru. I've been in Peru since March 4th, for those of you who do not know. And since I'm not a travel vlogger, I take lots of pictures and video, but I most of the time feel like they suck. So I'm going to share anyway, because more than one person, more than two people, more than a handful of people have asked me to. And I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to start off with today. I'm trying to archive all of my March, April, May, June, 3 months of footage to see if I can create like a story. But here's a story for today. A couple of days ago, I went to Jola restaurant. I walk around and I try things. That's what you do when you're in a place you don't know. And I got some chicharron. Chicharron is pork. That's so wrong. This is purple corn juice. And this is a few days old, maybe. I have not drank much of it, but this is how much I did drink. And commencing upon drinking this, I got sick. I got diarrhea. So today, this morning, I went on a stroll to look for ginger ale. Now, I was looking in markets that are close by to me because I didn't want to. I knew where I could find it at the grocery store, at one of the grocery stores, where I would have to walk like a mile or two. I don't know, or less than. I don't know what the correct distance is, but it's far for me and I'm not feeling well, and so this is some of the footage. I hope you like it. Now I'm breathing this hard because a lot of the hills in Peru are like, see, this is me making like a regular flat plain sidewalk like how they are in Florida, no hills. This is like a hill in Georgia, or maybe a hill in Georgia. And this is a climb up the mountain in Peru. And I'm walking up my street that I live on, and I'm like going in and out of the markets and it's beautiful today. Stuff like that, looking for supplies. Now look at the streets and people walking around out here. This is phase 1 of them opening up the quarantine, because if I showed you some footage of how it has been like a ghost town. I'll show you. Do you see how comfortable homie is, like sprawled out in the middle of the street? Ah, buenos días.
Tiene que ingresar a su domicilio, por favor. ¿A dónde se dirige?
You see, during quarantine, there was lots of police points. That day, I completely missed the mark that it was Easter. But I mean, that was pretty much like regular during quarantine, to where I was actually walking the back way trying to get to the market. Now, that was my old place of residence. I don't live over in that area anymore. But how the streets were in that clip was basically how the streets were. If you weren't an essential worker of some sort, basically if you did not have a permit to drive, you was in the house, honey. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm looking for ginger ale, honestly. And I made the mistake in not recording every market that I went into, because I think I went into like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. There's lots of little corners. We will call them corner stores in the States. There's lots of little corner stores like all over the place. And none of them had ginger ale. Ugh. And so I'm like, oh, I didn't want to. I was about to walk up to the grocery store, but I felt so weak. And so I'm like, let me go inside the market. Now, what you saw was a little pan of alcohol where you step onto it and you cleanse your feet palette, the bottom of your shoes that may have the Corona on it, and then they spray your hands with alcohol. And it was hard for me to of course, hold my phone and get sprayed down. Looks like caviar.
Dime, hermanito. 2 por 1.50 me estás dando.
I'm so sorry for the awful fast-paced footage, but usually I would stop and get like fruits and vegetables and stuff and flowers and but I'm seriously just looking for ginger ale, and I really want to go home. Here, ladies. Oh, bonita. Hola. Pretty graphic. So at this point, I have found my ginger ale. All I could find is like this small little bottle of it. It would have been cool if I would have captured the footage, but honestly, it's uncomfortable for me to record people here in Cusco because they're like, "Are you recording?" They have that look like, "Are you recording me?" look, and I haven't really quite like mastered like not giving a damn about that, but I did find a little thing of ginger ale. I forgot how to say it in Spanish because I had to look it up. Right, I think they just call it gin. I looked it up online. It's a whole word, but they just call it gin. I would just say, "Yo necesito refresco de gin," and they'll be like, "No tango," or or somebody pointed me in the direction to where I could find some, and I did. Oh, thank the Lord. I mean, I also picked up some while I was at the markets. Oops. I picked up incense because I love burning incense, and I picked up some stuff from the La Panderia. Oh my God. Some bread because that's supposed to stop a stomach problem, and that's it. And I carry myself to mi casa. Bonita.
Casera, ¿qué vas a llevar? Sandía, mami, arándanos, uvas sin tapa, caña, coco, caserito. Sí, mami, ¿qué vas a llevar?
Hola. So we learned nothing from this video, but I like bread. I like to go out to eat. And I walk around, and that's basically like my life here in Peru, besides like me living like a nun or a monk or whatever, and I'm always like meditating and reading and working on myself and my energy and purifying myself and liberating myself from hatred and the anger I have towards people or relationships and stuff that come up. They're not even here, child. That's how I know humans are crazy, because we'll hold on. Well, I know I do. I hold on to things inside of my body, and I'm just kind of like, girl, that's stupid, let it go. So I've been doing those types of exercises and writing books which will be out eventually. Probably the first book, my workbook called Trigger Happy, will be out probably maybe by, I wanted to have it done by the end of the month, but it'll be done by the end of the month. Done editing, probably not. Perfected by the end of the month, probably not. So I'm gonna extend that deadline for myself because that was unrealistic, because I honestly just started it last month, and I've been working on it. And I'm excited about that, and working on my podcast, and also helping my clients long distance still, the spiritual counseling and stuff like that. And really, honestly, relaxing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.